There are so many people trying to go day to day right now without someone they love. Just off the top of my head, I can think of people I know and people that I love who are trying to go day to day without a spouse because the spouse died recently, a couple months ago. A good friend of mine, a couple states away, his spouse died over a decade ago. And he misses her so much. There are people trying to go day to day, but on their hearts, it's the loss of a mom or a dad or a sibling or an uncle or an aunt or a friend, somebody that means a lot to them. And it's hard to go day to day. It's hard to do the things you're supposed to do without them there by your side. Makes me wonder how Aaron did it. Aaron and his two sons, Nadab and Abihu, they were ordained into the ministry to be high priests, and it was a special day, the three of them together. And their lives are dedicated to the service of the Lord and dedicated to serving the Lord's people. And it was a very, very special day to go through all of that together. And then in Leviticus chapter 9, we get their first day in ministry, and Moses gives them some great promises to hold on to. Really, one great promise that he said twice. He said, the Lord is going to appear to you. The glory of the Lord is going to appear to you. You're going to see God, and you're going to see that he is here with you. But then in Leviticus chapter 10, Aaron's two sons die, the ones that he was just ordained with. Nadab and Abihu are both suddenly, unexpectedly dead. And Moses tells Aaron? So many words he says, well, Aaron, just keep doing your job. Just do your job. Your relatives, they can all grieve, they can all cry, they can all mourn, but you have a job to do. And I don't know how well or how easily he did it, and I don't know if you think that Moses' advice was good advice or bad advice, but there are many of us who know that that's a really hard thing to do. When suddenly someone you love is gone. They're missing. And you know the things that are in front of you, but you don't know if you're going to have the strength or the motivation to do them. I wonder if part of the reason Aaron was able to do that in some way was because of the promises that Moses shared with him a chapter earlier. You won't be going through it alone. Remember, the Lord is going to appear to you. The glory of the Lord is going to appear to you. You're going to see it. You're going to see that you're not alone. I think of how many times in Scripture people were scared or sad, and suddenly the Lord appeared. The disciples out on the water in the middle of the storm, and suddenly there was the Lord, and eventually it was all better. Mary and Martha outside the grave of Lazarus, and there was Jesus, and it was all better. The daughter of Jairus, people were weeping and mourning, but then they weren't, because Jesus appeared, and it was all better. And maybe as you go through your own moments of weeping and mourning and wondering if you're going to have the strength to keep going, you wish that Jesus would appear to you. You wish that the Lord would appear and you could see his glory. But he did. That's why he appeared on a cross one day, not looking all that glorious, but showing you something really beautiful. That someone is determined to be there for you through absolutely anything. And that's why he appeared also a few days later outside of a grave that was empty, to show you that he really does have the ability to lead you through anything. And that's exactly why he said to his disciples what he did on the day of Ascension, when he looked at them and he said, "And surely I am with you always, to the very end." Not one day you will see me. One day I will be with you. But I am today, even if you can't see me. And he will be, all the way until that glorious day, when suddenly the one you love will appear in front of your eyes. And you'll never have to say goodbye to them ever again. And all the sorrow and the sadness and the hurt, that will disappear. And you will never feel it. It will never touch your heart ever again. The journey is hard, but God knows. That's why he's determined to be with you through all of it. So rest well tonight, my friends. No matter what you've lost, no matter to whom you've had to say a temporary goodbye, the Lord has appeared. And one day you will appear with him in glory.